dark but visible. Today I wanted to talk about peace, and this idea is with me beginning with the idea that my mission is building peace, is with me from February this year. And um, in the beginning it was very uncomfortable to hold, to bear this huge theme, and more uncomfortable was to talk to others about something that huge, and like, who are you to make such big changes? Like, we've never seen peace in our past, in our history. We always talk about peace, peaceful coexistence and peace on earth, and like banners, and for the some Christmas or other celebrations, we put these words outside, reminding ourselves about our values. And yet, when me personally thought, for some reason, I don't remember why I decided so, but when I decided to make it my mission or my goal in life, like bigger goal, um, it felt not comfortable, in a way that I'm not big enough, or I'm not enough as an individual to bring this theme up to you. And by now I feel more comfortable, and one thing helped me when I went to event for creating a course, online courses. It was quite marketing event, but it was in person. There was a lot of people, like 200, 300 people in a room, and we were there for 2 days, and we were sharing the ideas. So some people already created courses, some were in the process of creating the courses. It doesn't matter. The format of sharing their goals and missions doesn't matter really. What matters that we freely, in a safe place, in a place where our goals and missions were kind of formatted in one way, so it was safe to present ourselves, and to share our visions. We shared our visions, and for me it was quite a good exercise or training to share this big vision with other people who might think, or they thought, that's okay, she's cuckoo, but I will be nice and listen to her. And half of me understood this, but half of me wanted to share and get the feedback. And some people um, gave me a good feedback too. So it was my kind of initiation. It was exposure. It's not practice, but exposure, and getting more comfortable with the idea of peace. What triggered me to have this idea? Probably the war in Ukraine, and how I'm here in California in a safe place, relatively safe place, and how people here reacted to the war and what they brought here in a safe place. Their fears, their uh, anger was like allowed to be on the surface, just because they felt justified to be angry, justified to be unjust to others, justified to be over emotional. And I don't know, it's kind of, it's a trauma thing. It's a trauma. I didn't understand that time, but I saw that a lot of pain there, a lot of pain for people who are not on in the territory of conflict, but they they cannot do anything. Basically, they had pain, but they cannot do anything about it. They cannot go there and fix it. and so this pain was lived through differently. And that time made it obvious to me that peace doesn't lie in politics. Peace doesn't originate in social economic status or political preferences, whatever. Peace is inside. And since I'm a psychologist and a life coach, I can use my instrument, my tools to do something about this situation when people are not peaceful inside. So, and I'm sure that when enough, or when the more people get this, the more people discover peace in themselves, the more it's possible everywhere. The more it will be a norm or standard to be familiar with yourself and be at peace with yourself and with the surroundings, or circumstances or other people. Basically, since we live in society through interacting with each other, so peaceful coexistence is my goal. And how to make it, how to build it? Through working with people. And recently I started, I almost finished the course for trauma informed coaching, and it was a great opportunity to meet with my traumas, and great opportunity to befriend it. I'm not the one with huge traumas or like a very traumatic childhood experience. No. And yet, I have something in my past that slows me down, that creates fears, that creates limiting beliefs about my abilities. And each of us has a different past, and each of us has different abilities to live through difficult situations. And yet, in this, in understanding this uniqueness, on the basis, like taken as a base that we are unique. Each of us is unique. Um, yes, categorizations make navigation through life and through um, interconnectedness easier. Categorizations and belonging to categories, but they make the reality distorted. And the more we pay attention to what is here and what kind of, not kind, even there is no kinds, even no kinds of person, because if each of us is separate, I mean, unique and different, and is a set of unique abilities, unique experiences, unique understanding and perceptions, we cannot even say there are kinds of people. So it's the idea itself about uniqueness is quite challenging for many people, and yet on this idea I see a building piece is more possible, is more more workable. Why? Because then we understand why we have conflicts, because we are all different. And to get to the root of the conflict, we go to the differences. We don't go to categories to find answers. We don't go to kinds of people, belonging. We go to the whole person or the whole complex situation to find the answers, to find peace, and to find possibility of peaceful coexistence. So this kind of framework that I am comfortable right now to move with my projects. And the very new one is my my mentorship program. It might be in coaching, solely coaching, or it can be coaching plus mentorship. Why? Because I see my clients as on the normal range of nervous system functioning. I don't want to go to extremes, psychology, so psychiatrical instances. No, I don't want to go to the extreme as apathy and depression, like um, low arousal or no arousal of nervous system. I want to stay in a normal range, and yet there's two categories: uh, parasympathetic or the calm category, and the aroused. The calm is perfect. That's the peace one, the peaceful one. It's ideal. Yet we are human beings living in our society, and society is creating a traumatic experiences for us in many ways. I can make another video, but yet society makes us aroused about our existence, making us to think that it's kind of dangerous and we have to be ready and have to be active, actively searching to protect ourselves. It's a we always talk about stress. Yeah, that's stress. There's a calm category and there's stressed category, and yet being stressed is kind of normal. It's normal reactions to abnormal or inadequate circumstances. And it's normal to be angry, normal to be ashamed, normal to be disgust, normal to be anxious if the circumstances are the way they are, that they make you that way. So understanding this and understanding that everyone is unique in their perceptions, we can use these two categories to distinguish, like, hey, do you recognize that you are angry too many times, that you feel anxiety too often, way too often? Then do you want to be more peaceful? Do you want to move from this active arousal category, always on, ready to go, ready to jump, flight, fight, into another category, which is calm, and where decision making is easier, where impulse control is more possible or easier? That's two categories I'm working with. Why? Because in even there is no person that stays in this perfect category. There is no persons who always calm, always perfectly I don't know, perfect in decision making, controls all the impulses. This is the ideal for majority of people, and yet we often slip down as a response to circumstances. We move to this aroused category. The issue is that it's okay to be angry, to be worrying for some time in order to resolve the situation. But when the situation is gone, like it resolved, many people stay in this aroused state, and this is the problem. This is chronic stress issue. This is many other issues. And for me, I took this category of issues, problems that I deal with in coaching and in my mentorship program and in future webinars, in-person groups, master classes. Why? Because I feel like this is the biggest category that can benefit from knowledge and practicing from practice um, some techniques that help you to move quicker from aroused category to the calm one in order to preserve your peace, to preserve your energy, to preserve your health. And the more people will be in this category, again, I use this word, the more people would be knowledgeable and know how to use practically techniques and strategies, how to move quickly and how to move to the calm state and how to control the instrumental state of arousal. It's instrumental, it's needed for survival, it's needed for progress, it's needed for development, yet it's temporary, it should be temporary, it's not chronic. So the more people will be aware where they stay too long in a stressful situation or in stressful state, the more we will be able as a humanity or as a community at least to go back to peaceful state. And the more we understand this, the simple movement through between the categories, the more we'll be appreciating others because we know how they feel and where they are and what to do or how to make the space the way they would benefit from your calm state, for example. Or yeah. So this was my kind of sharing of the framework I'm working in, and if my explanation was clear enough for you, please give me a comment. If not clear enough for you, please give me a comment with the question. But the ultimate reason why I'm sharing it, because I would love to be connected with people with the same vision, who understand that a peaceful state of mind is the condition for peaceful coexistence of humans, and peaceful coexistence of humans is a condition for peace on earth, which is the condition for safety of this beautiful planet. And you believe that it's possible, peace on earth is possible. That's the precondition. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you found something useful for you. And please subscribe, please comment on this video. I would love to find like-minded people. Thank you.